Bo here. I know it's been a while since I made some videos, so I wanted to try to make something again here. If you guys have ever checked out my Instagram, you'll see that I post a lot of videos about songs, because songs mean a lot to me. I love how the lyrics go along with the instrumental aspects, and like how all of the pieces of songs work together to create a beautiful story and can really help build emotions. But I think that that's something that we as Christians need to address correctly. So I have a list of songs on playlists, a list of songs mentally, and kind of my Instagram is a form of me saving songs that I like to go back to listen to. And I have thoughts over certain lyrics of songs, some songs that I think are done really well, some songs that I think are mostly done well, but there's a few lyrics that portray a message that may or may not have been intended by the writer. And I have some songs that I just don't feel like were ever really done well at all. Both lyrically, instrumentally, anything like that. So we're going to go over probably a few of them today. But I would like to first bring to your attention God Had Other Plans by, I think his name is pronounced Zauntee. I'm going to have it pulled up here on my computer. I am considering playing it on Spotify so you can hear the aspect of the song that I am referring to, and also like just understand why I like the song instrumentally, especially for this one, because I think the instrumental was done really well. My first thought on this song is that it has a lot of repetition, and repetition can be good. It can communicate a clear message, but it can also come off demeaning, because you are communicating that there's only one thing that a person can remember, and you really are trying to enforce it into their brain. And it can just come off as annoying as well. So he says, like, and I did the motions to this in a song, and I know the motions are really stupid, but ever since middle school, motions were a big deal to me, and I am an adult who still loves motions. So I thought it was over, like done. I thought it was over, but God had other plans. I thought it was over, but God had other plans. I thought it was over, but God had other plans. And then he goes like, took my life, laid it down. So I would be like, took my life, laid it down, placed it in his hands. Took my life, laid it down, placed it in his hands. Great message. I think that that is true for everyone in some aspect of their life, but I can understand how Zauntee, with his personal story, can relate to this a lot, and how there are so many people that can take this, like, literally to the extreme. You think your life is over, you think that you're not going to make it to the next day. This could be referring to depression, this could be referring to really rough neighborhoods, or just a rough family life in general. There are so many things, because of how general these words are. I thought it was over. God had other plans. That part communicates really well and can reach a lot of people, but also influence his story. So I think that was done well. There is something in his verses, though, that could be skipped over easily that almost triggers me. I have personal offense to what he said. Offense is the wrong word. I have personal disagreements with what he said, and I don't know if he meant it this way or not. So this is one of those examples that I don't know if he was intending to sound this way, to communicate this message, but it was what was communicated to me. I believe it's in that first verse. He goes, then the Most High on the main line said, I'm his, and he wouldn't leave me out dry. He blessed me with these gifts. That's good. Then he says, he reminded me how far I've come and all that I've been through. He said, the more you sacrifice to me, the more I'll give to you. So I built my God an altar, and with every single song, I would give the people anthems. In my weakness, he was strong. The line, the more you sacrifice to me, the more I'll give to you, is biblically based. I'm going to find the reference and put it on the screen. Just that the more our lives as Christians, as believers, are to give God glory. And he will honor us with what we give to him. But so many people, especially in progressive Christianity, especially when you want to take the Bible and say that Jesus is like a lottery ticket, and you're just going to get all you can get from it, and that if you follow Jesus, your life is going to be good. That's so not true. That's so not biblically accurate. But that's what that one line can so easily be taken out of context to communicate. So I don't know if that was his intention, especially when he says, that line says, the more you sacrifice to me, the more I'll give to you. And then the very next line says, and so I built my God an altar, and with every single song. So he's communicating, from what I can tell, that because the Bible says the more you give up, the more you'll get back, then he is going to give up everything he can, give to God everything he can through every single song that he writes. Thus, it communicates to me, because of the equation we're creating here, that Zauntee expects that every song he creates will perform well, will make him money well, will blow up, will get a lot of praise, anything like that, because he's doing it for the right reasons. The Bible also very clearly tells us that we as Christians will be persecuted for the choices we make. Our life is not easy automatically because we follow Christ. So if that is what he was intending to communicate, I would have some big problems with his end goal of every single song that he creates. And for that reason, I am more hesitant to ever look up any more of his songs, because I don't want to give him the recognition I feel like he is trying to force, simply because he is creating music for God. However, if that's not his intentions, then I don't care whether I listen to his music or not. I'd love to check out more of his songs. And it's not fair for me to judge his intentions and thus make choices based off of that. So, because it's just one line, and it would be too nitpicky of me to be like, oh, well, this is who he is because of what he said here, I can't do that. I don't know the full inspiration behind his song, except for what he communicates in some of his verses. So, all around, it's not fair for me to make that general assumption, and thus not ever listen to his song again. So, I mean, I probably could make some more comments on... Oh, he only has one verse. That's insane. It's a long verse. Kind of makes sense. I can't make any more comments on his music. Nothing else stands out to me right now. But I have a lot of fun analyzing songs and their lyrics as it goes along with the beat. So if you are interested in checking out more and have specifics, I'd love for you to drop them down in the comments below. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this song and this feedback in particular. So thanks for listening. Bye.